Hi, my name is Rosalie Desmond and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Australia. Today I'm bringing you the latest in the Christmas Challenge Stampathon. This month we are doing a one sheet wonder. So for my one sheet wonder I decided I was going to use a piece of designer series paper which is 12 by 12 inches. So I've come up with this template. Today I'm using a piece of designer series paper from Under the Mistletoe, which is in the 2018 to 2019 annual catalogue. Now in this series of paper we've got a lot of real red, we've got shaded spruce, we've got a lot of white coming through. The piece of paper is like all different sorts. We've got lovely checkered patterns on the back. It's quite a fun set of designer series paper. The piece I'm choosing to use is this piece. So one side I've got some coloured spots and the other side I have got some pine cones and some bells. And the stamp set that I'm going to be matching that up with is called Peaceful Noel. Now Peaceful Noel is in the 2018 holiday catalogue, which actually goes live for customers on the 5th of September. So it's not too far away. Today's the 25th of August, so we've only got 10 days and this will be available for you all. Now the reason I match these two up is just because of these the berries and the foliage, and I just thought it was a really good little contrast. It's not exactly the same, but I think it's going to match enough to make a really nice project. And for the one sheet wonder we're going to be doing a lot of cutting. So the first cut I'm actually going to make is I'm going to make a 5.5 inch cut. Just line that all up. You can either start from the top or from the bottom, depending on what you like. And then I'm going to cut my 3 3/4 pieces. So I've got 3 pieces the same. So there's my first one, my second one, and my third one. And I have a 3/4 by 5.5 inch piece left over, which is going to be a great addition to some of my cards. Now the next cut that I'm going to do, I've just kept that the same direction. I'm going to be cutting my 4 inches by 4 inch pieces. So I've got my next 3 pieces. And then this is 2.5 inches. So my first piece I'm going to cut at 5. Then I'm going to cut a square at 2.5 inches. And that leaves me with my final piece, which is 2.5 inches by 4 inches. All the measurements will be on my blog. So that's all the cutting we have. Now we'll get stuck into making our cards. Now what I've done is I've cut up some cardstock in some of the colours that are in the designer series paper pack. So I've got Early Espresso, Old Olive, Shaded Spruce and Real Red. I've also grabbed the same colours in my ink pads so I can make sure that everything's going to match perfectly without much effort. Okay, let's start on our first card. Now there's a million different ways we can do this. And you just play around with your designs until you find exactly what you like. I've cut out some circles, some in Whisper White to do my stamping on, a couple in Real Red. Not quite sure what I'm going to use yet. I've cut out some Whisper White cardstock in 3 inches by 3 inches and some mats in Old Olive, which are 3 1/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches. Now I may end up grabbing some more things. I am just gonna have a bit of a play around and see what I like. Now my card bases are half an A4 sheet cut in half. I can have them designed either this way or I can do them this way. So it just depends on what you like. I kind of like this design, so I might do this for my first one. The Peaceful Noel. In the Peaceful Noel stamp set, we have a few different sentiments to choose from. We have got Fill the Season with Happiness, May Your Christmas Be Holly, Jolly and Bright, Noel, and Merry Little Christmas. So this first one, I'm wanting one of my bigger sentiments. I'm thinking I might go Fill the Season with Happiness. I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm going to get that and glue that down. Getting some bling and putting some bling down here.
So I'm using some basic jewels, popping some rhinestones down.
So that's card number 1. For the next card, I'm using a piece of Early Espresso for my card base. I'm happy with that layout, so I'll just glue that down. This time I'm going to do the sentiment in Shaded Spruce. And I might add some of these corner features this time. And that's our second one done. Now the next 3, I'm going to use our DSP that is 4 inches by 4 inches. I'm just going to make them in different colours, and I've stamped out my sentiments and my decoration using the Peaceful Noel stamp set. And now I'm just going to finish off my cards by using a bit of ribbon and adding a little bit of bling. So the first one we have is a glitter Shaded Spruce ribbon, and I've also got some solid Real Red ribbon, and I've made a few bows just to dress them up just that little bit. So I'll grab some mini glue dots which will adhere my bows. A few more of my sparkly bits, just to cover up some of my ink splodges from before. Okay, so that's my next 3 cards done. And we've just got 3 more to go. This time I've got Shaded Spruce, Real Red and Old Olive. And these are the last pieces of DSP that I have left. I'll be back in a moment with them all stuck down. So I've stuck those down and I've matted them with some cardstock, which is 3 1/4. And I've cut out 3 pieces of Whisper White, which is 3 inches by 3 inches. And I'm just going to quickly do some stamping. Now I'm just going to mat those up and stick those down. Okay, so I've stuck those down and I've just popped these on some dimensionals just to give it some added height. And as you can see, it doesn't matter which way you pop your sentiment, they're all going to look good. Now just to give this just a little bit of sparkle, I'm going to use Wink of Stella brush on the berries just to give it that little something extra. So that's the next 3 cards completed. All up, I have made 7 cards out of my One Sheet Wonder using the 1 stamp set, 1 piece of DSP and some Whisper White. And what I will do later is I will put some Whisper White centers in. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please subscribe below and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!